I want to go over the bracketology for Division One men's basketball, and this is as of yesterday before Kansas State beat Kansas, and I would have to think Kansas State would be on the next four out list. I would think so, but that was as of like before all the games yesterday, to be exact. So, and all the other games as well. So, gotta take it for a grain of salt here, because obviously things will have changed. And I'll definitely go over this in a week from now on the latest. Just let y'all know about that. I'm gonna go over like the top four seeds in each region and the bubble teams and their quality games. Okay, the Purdue, like the one seeds would be Purdue, UConn, Houston, and North Carolina. I'm going this way, by the way, and then go back the other way. And the two seeds would be Arizona, Marquette, Kansas, Tennessee. The three seeds would be Duke, Alabama, Wisconsin, and Illinois. The four seeds would be Baylor, Auburn, Dayton, and Iowa State. And if you're a five seed, you could very well move up to be a three seed or a four seed. I don't know about two seed. Maybe if you get to a certain point, yes. But now I'm going to go over the bubble teams, as in the last four byes to the next four out. The last four byes, one of those teams is Ole Miss, by the way, and their quality games are at South Carolina, at Kentucky, at Mississippi State, South Carolina again, then Alabama and Texas A&M. This is besides conference tournaments, by the way, so I don't need to repeat that every time here. Now, Texas A&M is also one of those teams. Like the quality games are Tennessee, at Alabama, at Tennessee, South Carolina, Mississippi State, and at Ole Miss. Mississippi State quality games are Ole Miss, Kentucky, at Auburn, at Texas A&M, in South Carolina. I'm including teams that are even on the next four out, by the way, as quality games. Now, Virginia is actually on one of the last four byes now, as of yesterday. Their quality games are North Carolina, Wake Forest, and at Duke. And I'm only including Wake Forest because of the next four byes. Now, the last four in, Florida is one of those teams, and their quality games are Auburn, at Alabama, at South Carolina, and Alabama. And Butler is on actually one of those last four in now. At UConn, Providence, Marquette, Creighton, which they beat on road, mind you, at Villanova, at Seton Hall, and St. John's. Now, Washington State only have two quality games, and that's at Oregon and at Arizona. Seton Hall, at Villanova, at St. John's, Butler, at Creighton, at UConn, and Villanova. Now, the first four out, St. John's would be on that list. Quality games at Marquette, at Providence, Seton Hall, Creighton, and at Butler. Now, Cincinnati is actually on that list. And I kind of thought, apologize for that coughing there. I kind of thought that Cincinnati would be on that list, given their win over Texas Tech on the road. But they're still not in the tournament. But luckily, they have a lot of quality games remaining. Houston, Iowa State, at TCU, at Houston, and at Oklahoma. Now, Colorado is now on the first four out. Their quality games are Arizona, Utah, and at Oregon. And Wake Forest is now on the first four out. At Duke, at Virginia, Duke, and Clemson. Now, the next four out, Memphis is actually on that list. Quality games are Charlotte, FAU, and at FAU. Yeah, it doesn't include anybody else, so in terms of quality opponents. Now, Villanova is on the next four out. Seton Hall, Butler, at Providence, at Seton Hall, and Creighton. Not at Creighton, just Creighton. And Providence is on the next four out list. Quality games are Creighton, at Butler, Creighton, at Butler, St. John's, at Marquette, Villanova, and UConn. And Oregon's now on the next four out. Washington State, at Arizona, Colorado, and Utah are the quality games. And obviously, if you're one of these bubble teams, you cannot have any more bad losses, or it's going to hurt yourselves. Especially if you're in the next four out, because then I don't know how can you recover. Obviously, when your conference tournament guarantees yourself to be in the NCAA tournament, so there's always that. It's just you don't want to have to rely on that if possible. And you gotta have some bigger wins, like especially if you're on the first four out. I mean, that's the truth. And try to find a way to play yourselves in without relying on conference tournaments. And this is besides hoping teams would lose and have like just a one bid league as just a one bid league. I mean, the thing is, you don't want to have a really good team in a league that's like ranked or already would be in the tournament regardless. If they're in they are in the NCAA tournament, definitely, no matter what. But then to have somebody else come in, and that's the truth. I mean, and all this. And notice Gonzaga is not on that list, not on the bubble list. They lost to St. Mary's, so yeah, they're pretty much toast. Unless they beat Kentucky at Kentucky and even win the conference tournament. And another game I did not mention is only because they're not on the list, and I would have to think they're on the list now for Cincinnati, is Kansas State's at home. I'm just telling the truth. Avoid the bad losses. Get all the wins you can, and especially if you don't want to be, if you want to be like a top four seed, that would be advantageous to try to find a way to move yourselves up. And there's still time between now and then. And I'm going to definitely go over this until the week of selection show, just as like a once a week deal, because it does not make sense on the week of to do so many, like it changes almost every day. And if you look it up online from last year, it was literally almost the same thing every day. So yeah, you got to play desperate if you're those bubble teams. You got to get all the wins you can. And you got to avoid the bad losses, because if you don't have bad losses, it'll help yourself. Though you need some good wins as well, not just win those games. You got to steal some games that you're not supposed to win. And as you can tell, for some of these teams, they have more quality games than others. It's because of their conference and all this. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more, so make money off this. Of course, like a video, comment video, really helps YouTube algorithm, so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching, if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe button for the notification bell as well. And remember, this bracketology is as of yesterday, so things would have changed. And I'll definitely wait a whole another week for the men's side before going over this again. So at least a week, maybe a little more than that, but sometime next week I'll definitely do it. I promise you that much.